All right, Shalom. First, we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Qudash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Also to all you brothers out there who's laboring in this truth. All right, pushing this word in truth and sincerity, waking up the elect. Shalom and peace to you as well. All right, we're just in the chariot right now on our way to camp. And, the Spirit has it where, hey, we are in the time of prophecy, man, Woke up this morning with a whole bunch of prophecies just hitting left and right, So, the Lord has it where we just go and touch on a few of them, and then just see where the Spirit leads us. All right, but, the first thing that I really wanted to just address real quick, I did a video, I believe, I think it was yesterday or this morning, I just posted it, and I saw a comment, I guess in the midst of my speech, I mentioned how, Jake is investing in jewelry and all these different things, instead of actually paying attention to what the times that we're in. And, it may be misunderstood what I was saying, but what I meant was that it's nothing wrong with, investing in some gold and silver and things of that nature. But Jake is not in the mindset of investing because they see the times. They're just doing it because it looks like, oh yeah, it's cool, we just flaunting our wealth. So that's the idea, that you don't want to be in that spirit. Okay, or I'm just buying jewelry just to wear so I can look fly. No, you just want to wear it, just so you could have it on you, just in case, you might have some stuff at home, but, you might get caught off guard or some shit. You might need some money here and there. You could just take it up, be like, yo, here, let me get this and that,
Right, see, there's a difference between, like if a brother wanted to buy jewelry to look fly, that's cool. But Jake, in the world, they make that their whole life.
Right.
And the problem with that is it can lead to other things. For example, people now love it so much that it will drive somebody to covet and maybe kill somebody or do some extra, all right, just for that look, because they want to stunt on somebody else.
Yep.
All right, so there's a difference between the two, like the brother was saying, man. It's not it's not like brothers, oh, you can't look fly, or you can't buy this, or you can't do that. It's the mindset behind it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So that's pretty much it, man. It's just don't be carnal with it.
Clarification. That's
yeah,
all.
like I don't want brothers thinking that it's wicked to get jewelry or anything. Like, it's not wicked to do that, and it's actually smart.
It says being users of the world, not abusers.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we keep our faith in the Lord. We paying attention to prophecy. Gold and silver is not going to save us. It tells you that in the book of, was it Proverbs?
Right.
Where it says gold profit not in the day of wrath.
11 and 4.
11 and 4, yeah, come. So
riches
profit not in the day of wrath. You know what I'm saying? But righteousness delivereth from death. So, but anyway, yeah, let's get into. You got any?
Yeah, I got a quick precept. I had put up a post, all right, of the video, a news video, and it was what's his name? Mitch who?
Mitch McConnell, I think.
Yeah. So that guy, Mitch, we'll call him Mitch. So Senator Mitch, basically, it says he walked out of the Senate House without, they haven't even come to an agreement yet. All right, and it's funny because it's like every time getting to the end of the year, that's when this whole beef between the division gets stronger. Like that last time when they had the government shutdown.
Right.
See, this time is worse because we're in the midst of a so-called pandemic. But this is Mark chapter 3 verse 25. It says, "And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand." And the thing is, it's worse because it's not just Republicans against Democrats, it's Republicans infighting within the Republicans.
Right.
So they can't even agree to come to one term and then go with that one term to the Democrats.
Right.
So that's causing even more division. And the problem is now they set you up to be dependent upon them, and now that you're dependent upon them, now they're withholding it.
They're gonna bail out on you.
They're gonna bail out on you, and they're gonna drag it, and then you people are gonna get even more affected because a part of those stimulus relief packages was the no evictions. And people instead of taking that time as a grace period to gather yourselves and find put yourself in a better situation, you took that as, oh, it's lit, let me just chill, And now that the stimulus thing is not coming in no more, guess what? They didn't say, okay, we'll just keep giving you the 600 till we figure out something else. They said we're gonna stop that, which has already been stopped, and then we're gonna, if we figure something out, we're gonna hit you with that.
And you notice it says if a house be divided against itself, the House of Representatives.
Right.
You see, so it's like even word for word, you could look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? And like the brother said, they bailed out on you. They gave you these promises like, oh yeah, $600. It came out of nowhere. I remember the first stimulus check that came out. This is $1,200. Everyone, and whether you liked it or not, they just sent you the money.
Straight to your account,
straight to your account. And then now it's like, okay, all right. I mean, cool. So they ingratiated you. They put you, like, you sitting at home, you know, you're looking at paycheck to paycheck, and then all of a sudden you got 1,200 in your account, and then next thing you know, they say, okay, we're gonna give you 600 every month. It's like, yo, that's lit, you know. And Trump said it. He said, look, I'm tired of giving you money and you sitting at home not doing nothing, man. You know. But what's the point of saying that? Because the jobs are done. You know, a lot of these chain restaurants and these little retail stores, mom and pop shops are all shutting down because they see the forecast and it's not looking good. It looks very cloudy and there's a heavy storm coming America's way, you know? And they're like, look, bro, I can't keep my business open. Why? Because first of all, these restrictions, all right? So you look at these gyms, for example. Gyms in New York, they're not even open. New York, Jersey, all these different states, they can't open their gyms. You got gym owners who are getting arrested, all right, because they're opening their gyms, man. You know, and that's affecting their business because they still got to pay the lease for the building that they're using the gyms in, but they can't charge the members because there's no one coming into the gym to work out. You see? So you're charging all this money and affecting businesses, but some businesses are open. You know, so according to I believe the 14th Amendment, if I'm not mistaken, they say you got to treat all businesses equal. So they said if a gym is a business, and then food restaurants are also a business, how come one is open and the other is not? Because there's an agenda. You know, there's an agenda. Esau understands the whole health system, and closing gyms is you could have an argument that it's also a public health issue, because you could cause mental health. You know, people use the gym for different reasons. You know, physical health, mental health, all these different things, man. You know, so in the name of Corona, you're gonna shut down the gyms. You're affecting a lot of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? There's a thing that came out that I was reading about how a lot of kids are dying because of this lockdown, man. You know, because kids want to go out and play, but with all these restrictions, you know, even going back to school, you know, 6 feet apart and wear a mask and you can't touch, you know, your friend, and you can't. Kids are not kids, but children are supposed to be, you know, lively and play around. But now you're putting these restrictions on them, and this is this is America's future. You know, nobody wants to live this life, but this is where it's leading to, man. You know, and they're gonna keep pressing you because now, like we're gonna get into the stimulus checks, man. It's not coming in no more. You know, so what you gonna do now? You know, evictions. What are you gonna do now in the time of winter? You know, Trump is saying that these people that they sent to these Portland, they're not leaving until the peace is instituted. And that the brother was telling me that's subjective, because who's gonna decide if it's instituted or not? Trump? You know, these health these law enforcers, they're the ones who are gonna determine it. You know, and mind you, they send in more troops to different states. So if they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna keep these people here, what does that mean? They're getting ready for martial law. That's what that means. All right, go ahead.
This is continuing Mark 3. Verse 26, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And that's why the Lord and Paul was saying that there be no divisions among you, because we are one body in Yahushua. So you think of it like that. If we had divisions among us within the body, the whole body will collapse. Right. All right. Both hands, one hand washes the other. They both wash the face. But if they're fighting against each other, the face is not getting washed. Right. If the eye says, I'm mad at you, so I'm not going to look, how you going to see? You know, everything needs to work together. So if the body of Satan is fighting against itself, it's not going to be able to stand. All right? Just like, imagine, because there's certain diseases out there where it tricks your immune system, and your immune system starts to fight against your own body. All right?
Autoimmune disease. Right?
Yes.
Autoimmune disease. God.
And that causes you're fighting against yourself, and you can't stand. You're sick, and you might even end up dying. All right. So think of that on a larger scale, but in America, all right, as to what you see going on, and while that's going on, you depending on this body,
GPS.
While that's going on, you depending on this body, all right, to continue to go US, 46. Take that. All right, you depend on this body to figure itself out before you can get your little stimulus check. Guess what? You're gonna be in for some deep times, because we're coming into winter. Yep. All right, with all them evictions coming, pray that your flight be not in the winter. A lot of you gonna be into some deep stuff, man. Yep. And that's what's gonna cause a lot of people to start taking actions into their own hands, going into other people's houses. Yep. Okay.
Yep. And if you notice, the heat this summer has been kind of hot. We've had a lot of heat waves, a couple of heat waves where Brothers been having, you know, text messages even from Con Edison talking about, hey, if your power goes out, you know, hit us up and we're gonna come fix it. You know, we had 106-degree weather. You know, that's how hot it's been. So that tells you that the wintertime we're gonna have some pretty cold days. We're gonna have some freezing ass days, man, negative degrees and all. You know, record highs because record lows because the Earth is out of course. You know, and you're gonna have these natural disasters. There's already a hurricane coming up called Isaias. You know, Hurricane Isaias coming up. You know, why would they name that, man? Because we're in the time of prophecy, man. And Isaiah was one of the biggest prophets out there. All right, during the time he was alive, and even throughout the whole entire the scriptures, the prophet Isaiah is one of the top prophets, man. You know, so to say that a hurricane coming around called Isaias, hey, you know, what does Esau mean? What does Esau mean by that? You know. Like, you got anything?
God, somebody get Jeremiah 51:9. All right, because going into what's happening, man, people are trying different means to try and revive this place, but that's not gonna work. Okay, that's not gonna work, man. This place is through.
Got it?
Yeah. This is Jeremiah 50 verse 9, right?
51.
51 and 9.
51, Jeremiah 51 verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
Right, so America's sins, all right, its iniquities have reached up to the heavens, man. You know what I'm saying? That means you've overflowed your space of committing iniquity. All right, even though the Lord is long suffering, man, you've provoked him to wrath and anger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not only with the children of Israel's iniquities. Oh, you gotta make a go around, or I mean, I can turn.
Oh, you can do it. All right, do that.
You know, not only with the frustration and the anger that he has against his own people, but also the wicked. All right, has furthered our affliction.
John.
Okay, so that's all part of his indignation that he's coming to put on this place, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Go ahead, there's more.
All right, no, that was it. Okay.
What verse was that? Read it again.
51 verse 9.
Mm-hmm. Read it again.
Jeremiah chapter 51, starting from verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So whatever means you try, all right, as a way to try and you know, really heal this place. Yeah, as a way to try to heal this place or get this place back on its feet, it's not gonna work because the Lord said, I beheld Satan falling as lightning. Mm-hmm. All right, so as this place continues to go down, there's not gonna be a healing for this place. Okay, it's just gonna continue to fall and fall and fall.
Right, and that's why a lot of people who are, you know, you got all these truther channels, you know, you got people who are saying about how, hey, America, wake up, you know, they're taking our country away, all this. It's not gonna change anything.
Make it right here.
Gonna make it.
Are you allowed?
I was gonna make it right over here.
All right, because the GPS is playing.
All right. You know, a lot of people coming on saying, oh, you know, we need to wake up and all this extra stuff. Guess what? It's not gonna change anything because that's prophecy. According to prophecy, America is at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it says what we would have
healed Babylon, but she's not healed.
She's not healed. So that prophecy of America getting destroyed is bound to happen. You have a date with destiny, and it has to happen, man. Mm-hmm. You know,
because if somebody's sick, right, and they're about to die, you heal them. What are you doing? You're prolonging their life,
right?
Like the Lord did for King Hezekiah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're prolonging their life, but according to the scriptures, Babylon is going. They ain't gonna get 1 second extra. You ain't gonna get a multi whatever second extra. You're going down right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're seeing these things happening. And usually their infirmities are worse when it gets to the very end before you die. And that's America right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's not gonna be just an economic turmoil with the unemployment, people filing for unemployment. That's going up. Okay, but now Trump is starting to show his teeth. All right, dictator Trump. All right, they call him Donald Trump or President Trump. Now it's going to be dictator Trump.
Right.
And very, very interesting to see is what's going to come up during this election. All right, this so-called election year. You had that movie Purge election year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's going to be very interesting because he's already showing you. All right, when you know people talking about, oh, it's unconstitutional and we want the federal troops in Portland to leave. Trump said they ain't going nowhere until the anarchists and the protests have stopped.
Right.
All right, and like the brother said, that's up to him. All right, that's up to him. That's subjective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he could be like, you know what, protest to stop. If I feel that they haven't stopped, then I'm gonna keep them troops in here. Now that means that the people are gonna say, what, to hell with you? You know, we're not gonna stop protesting. We're protesting for the injustices being committed in this place. And you telling us that if we don't stop this protest, you're gonna keep the Portland troops here? Cool. Yeah, they're gonna protest more. Yep.
Right. But it's all staged at the end of the day, because you could tell that all this protest stuff is not even organic. The real people who are supposed to actually be protesting, they're not doing that. They're at home. You know, this is all inorganically done by Esau to bring about whatever it is that their plan is.
We're gonna take 16.
Ultimately,
we're gonna take 16.
Ultimately, it's to bring about martial law. So you have Japan, who already postponed their elections, all right, until further notice. America is following suit, okay, because all these 16. All these different countries, they all go to these different UN conventions and UN meetings. All right, and they come up with these plans, Bilderberg meetings, all these different things. And I always say this: around July, after Bilderberg is passed, after that meeting is passed, things start to escalate, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and today's August 1st, mm-hmm. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the Lord has in store for us, man. Mm-hmm. You know,
things turn up, get into the end of the year, man.
Go on.
All right, and that's the times we're in. So it says, forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. Mm-hmm. And that's what you're gonna see happening, which has already started happening. All right, people going back to their own countries because they're like, look, we came here for traffic. All right, when you read Ezekiel, the 17th chapter, all right, it tells you that what? This place is a land of traffic, all right, meaning a land of business. So a lot of people come here to make money because you have a lot of consumers here, all right? So they come here to make money, but this place is going down. It's not worth staying here. Okay, so why the hell should they continue to stay here, man? They're like, nah, to hell with this. We're going back to our own country, man. Forsake her. They're not going to try to stay here and help you heal. No, they're going to leave you. And this place is going to look like we've been saying, a third world country. Yep. And the inhabitants are going to be suffering.
Yep. And it's already a third world country, man. Mm-hmm. You know, at the video I did, you know, going back to that, because it's all prophecy, man. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be famines. We're literally leading to the time of famines, man. If you have to go to a grocery store, normally you got people with I remember years ago, you had a family that would come in with 3 shopping carts filled with mad shit. Mm-hmm. You go to BJ's,
yep.
And they'll be like, damn, man, all these people, especially during Thanksgiving, Christmas, around there, this is going to be the worst Thanksgiving/Christmas ever in America, man. Mm-hmm. Just watch. It's going to be hellish, man, out here, man. You know what I'm saying? All your feast days, the Lord said he despises your feast days, man. Mm-hmm. All these abominable celebrations that America is known for having, guess what? All that shit is clipped this year, man. Just watch. You know, because your stimulus checks is not going to be enough for you to go to BJ's and Costco and all these different stores. Guess what? They said they're closing down all these stores by Thanksgiving anyway. Mm-hmm. So who you going to be giving your thanks to this time? Whose turkey you going to be cutting up and eating? Mm-hmm. You're not going to be having that's it. You know what I'm saying? So America is done, man. We've been saying this for a long time, but now you can see it. And a lot of people are seeing it. You know, these, like I said in the beginning, a lot of these stores are closing down. They're liquidating their assets, okay? They're liquidating their assets, and a lot of things are shifting to brick and mortar, to what? To online, all right? Because that's what Esau wants you to do anyway. You know, Jeff Bezos is making a lot of money right now. You know why? Because they crippled all these other stores, these alternatives. Straight this way?
Yeah, just keep going.
It says make a right.
No, we're good.
You sure?
Just keep going.
All right. You know, they crippled the whole system, okay? And now the only system that's there is the corporate ones, because Jeff Bezos is part of the big corporations anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's through him that they're going to be able to monopolize everything. So if you need your food, your water, your anything you want or need, you have to go online. You have to go to these big time factory stores, man. The Amazons of the world, all right, the Microsofts of the world, you know. And in order for you to perform any transaction, you're going to have that RFID microchip, man. It always goes back to that, okay? Because all roads lead to the chip, man. You know, just like how back then they said all roads lead to Rome. Now this time all roads lead to the RFID microchip. Okay, go ahead.
It says let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgments reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, and that's why the judgment is gonna come down from heaven. All right, because her all the iniquities, when you read in Revelation the 18th chapter, it tells you that all her iniquities have gone up to the point where the Most High is like, nah, this is way too much. All right, destroy it, man, completely.
God.
All right, pursuant to Malachi 1:3, when the Lord said what? They shall build, but I will throw down. Guess what? He's going to throw down completely and utterly destroy this place. Bring it up.
There's Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. The lion has come out from his thicket, and a destroyer of Gentiles is on his way. That he is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant.
Like what's that movie with Silver Surfer? When the dude, I forgot his Galactus or whatever, Galactus, the eater of worlds, I guess they call him. All right, when he's coming, the Silver Surfer is on his way. The Silver Surfer comes and basically prepares the place, all right, for the world eater to come in and destroy it. All right, and that's what Yahushua is coming to do. He's coming to destroy this place. The destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way, and he's gonna lay this place desolate. That's why after America's destroyed, there's gonna be no more. Nobody's gonna come and live on the land of America again. All right, it's gonna be a memorial, all right, for that story to be told. Okay, and it's gonna start. Hey, America's not gonna be destroyed just from the outside. It's gonna be from the inside as well.
Yes, sir.
And that's what you're seeing with these infrastructures being broken down. All right, that golden city, the Lord said, "Well, come and sit down in the dust." Because what put America on that status of being a golden city? It wasn't just its military, but it was also the things going on in America, the economy. All right,
the political system,
the economic system, the different sites, World Trade Center, and all that. Now people don't care about that.
Yep.
Okay, and notice how the coronavirus started in China, went to Europe, and then settled here in America. And it's like America's now the epicenter, because America's the most controlled place by the elites. So whatever experiments, whatever they want to do, they can do it here in America. And plus, this is a place of the Lord's judgment.
Right.
You got more on that?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right, I'll bring one more. Revelation 18. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. It says, "After these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit." All right, devils referring to desert creatures. Okay, now this didn't happen to ancient Babylon. The angel didn't come down and say this, and ancient Babylon is still being inhabited by people. It's modern day Iraq. Okay, so this is talking about a different Babylon, which is America. Now after America's destroyed, nobody's going to be living here. All right, it says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." All right, through her ideals, her ideology, her westernized culture, it's been promoted throughout the whole world. You have even Elamites, all right, who are living like Babylonians. You see some of these Elamites over here, you like, yo, what the hell? Okay, and they living like these Babylonians because they've been influenced by the westernized culture.
Yep.
I remember we learned about that in world history or U.S. history or something like that, and it was basically saying the Japanese, for example, after the U.S. had taken them over, now they went from wearing their ancient garbs to now wearing suit and ties.
Yep.
Okay. It says, "For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." Because here, when you come here, it's easy, all right, to become rich. All right, coming here, it's easy to become rich. It's easy to come up, you know, because you have a lot of consumers here. Okay, but that consumption is going to be cut very short, because once the supply and demand chain is broken, it doesn't affect just the consumers. It affects those that are supplying, the suppliers as well. And the bad thing is, these suppliers, if their supplies are not being consumed, they can just leave. They'll say, all right, we'll take our profits and we'll be out. What about the consumers? The suppliers don't necessarily rely as much, because a consumer, if he's not getting anything to consume, guess what? Now you're going to be in a tough position. You rely on this supplier to bring you whatever you need. The supplier can say, all right, cool, I'm going to just go, you know what I mean, find somewhere else, set up shop somewhere else.
Right, because he depends on your demand. It's called demand and supply. That's economy 101.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if there's no, if the system is crippled where the supply can't even get in here, then it's crippled. The whole thing is done. Why do you think in Midwest, these companies and factories and chain factories are being shut down? The pork producers and the milk and the chicken and all these different things, Tyson, all because, coronavirus. You know, coronavirus has shut everything down. You mean to tell me that because of coronavirus,
19.
Yeah. Okay. You know, this way?
No, just keep going.
All right, it's like, you know, because look at this guy. You know, because of coronavirus, all right, the whole system is crippled, man. You know, and like I was saying earlier, or even I think in a previous video, the American people, actually, the world is waking up. Why? Because of us. You know, a lot of people are waking up to the fact that this thing is all a hoax, it's all fake. You know, but it's too late. That's the thing. You got the truth way too late, because the stimulus checks and all these things kept you docile. It kept you relaxed. Like no, don't worry about it. We're everything is fine. Everything is gonna be all right.
Just keep going.
Straight this way.
Yeah, just keep on. Not this way. Go south.
You know, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. You know, you know, just take the check. You know, take the check. The checks are gonna keep coming in every week. All you gotta do is just go online, fill up a little form, and then that's it. You get your money. You know, but now, Esau's the devil, man. Now they said, this checks that we're giving you, you were giving it to them in the first place. You're the one who started giving them the money. Now you say, you're just sitting at home doing nothing. Well, there ain't no jobs for them to go work out anyway. So how they gonna work? Nobody's working. So now you're gonna blame the people for not being able to work because you took away their jobs? So what's gonna happen now? You have to obey. I see bait, that's why I said that. You have to obey. You know, if not, you can't get no money. And it's not gonna be on some, you know, high level $600 no more. It's just brought down to $100, $200 max. You know? And now you gotta just, if you don't do what we tell you, then you can't get nothing, because where else are you gonna go to get some money? And it's just, again, this is that $100, $200 they're giving. It's just to stimulate the economy, just to keep it afloat just a little longer.
Revelation 11.
You know, just to keep it a little longer, man. You know what I'm saying? But once it's done its job, and this thing is broken down completely, everybody is screwed, man. You know, and now you're gonna be left to fend for yourselves. That's when the pain of Jacob's trouble is really gonna kick in, man. You know, that beginning of sorrows that Hawashai spoke about, we're in them times, man. The beginning of it. We haven't gotten there yet. You know, we haven't gotten there yet. So just wait. All right, just wait. You know, Brother Sam?
Yeah, I have a precept. Well, the script, I can't find it right now, but the scriptures speak of those that settle on their lease, right?
Yeah.
So if you over here thinking, you know, I have my own business, so, you know, nothing can get to me. Well, the way they're doing it, it's not just, like Brother said, it's not just affecting consumers, it's also affecting the suppliers. And eventually your business is going to come to an end. And the government, they have plans to what? I read an article where they have plans to bail out businesses, but they're not going to do it until they bring the vaccine with the chip in it. So if you own your business, you need workers, and you don't want your work and you want workers in, they're going to tell you your workers has to get the chip, and you have to get the vaccine with the chip in it before we can bail you out, right? So they have enticed you to it. So, you know, it's going to affect everybody, right? And the way Esau does it, everybody's going to get caught in it. So if you set it on your lease, don't be, okay? You should be worried too. All right, so there's that.
Hey, beautiful point. There's a lot of businesses now. That's why they have you know, because in the like years ago, you know, even months ago, it was always something called the customer is always right. But now the customer, what you gotta say has nothing to do with them. They don't care. Why? Because when this whole coronavirus thing hit, just like how everybody's getting free checks, they were giving businesses free checks, but under certain conditions. Look, you have to listen to what we gotta say. The mask got to be mandatory. If nobody's wearing a mask, they can't come into the store to shop. That's why you go to a store, they by mandate, they have to put in front of their doors, no mask, no service. That's how it was before. And people were taking advantage of it, like, okay, no mask, no service. All right, so I'm gonna just go in there with no mask. But now they say no mask, no entry. You see? But if you're a business and your business depends on the customers and their money, and you say no mask, no entry, and majority of customers are like, I'm not putting on a mask for no damn reason, you're gonna lose out. But why is that they're not losing out? Because they're by law or by mandate, okay, they're being supported by the government, okay, by a lump sum of money that's being pumped into these businesses, but they have to say no mask, no entry. So whether you come into shop or not, they still making their money. Money from the customers is just a bonus. It's like, okay, Khan, I'm gonna take that. But the real money that they're making to actually keep the business running is being given to them by the government. You see? So some of them, the whole trick is, okay, you can open your business, you can keep it open. We're not gonna shut you down, but you're not gonna have to pay us taxes either. But you need to have the no mask, no entry thing, because it's all an agenda. You see? But the organic businesses that don't play that, oh, I'm not taking no money from the government, they shut them shits down, man. Like the gyms, they said, nah, fuck that. We're not even gonna give you the option to say, oh, keep your mask on, because it makes no sense. How you gonna work out with a mask on your face? Like what? You know, it defeats the whole purpose of working out. You know what I'm saying? You're breathing in your own air, and especially you're breathing heavier. You need more oxygen when you're breathing. You know, when you're working out, you're exercising. You know. So a lot of these gym owners, they get arrested in Jersey, New York. You know what I'm saying? It's yo, man, all hell is breaking loose, man. You know, but wait to the point where it gets to the point where everybody kind of knows what's happening, and it affects them physically, mentally, emotionally, and directly, where they're not making no money at all. Then people gonna start waking up and start revolting.
They're gonna come after your government. Yes. Why? Because they're gonna say it's because of you people couldn't come to an agreement that we going through what we're going through.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Yeah.
You know?
We're gonna keep going. We'll take our exit 11. So
all right,
yeah, you know, so that they're gonna get mad. They're gonna get mad. They're gonna that's how you have civil unrest.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, because of you, the pandemic hit, you're supposed to support us. But you can't agree to give us money. How the hell are we supposed to live? Right. We can't get jobs. The businesses are closed. You're supposed to keep signing these checks for us, but you don't want to do it. So we just gonna start taking matters into our own hands. All right. That was it on what you had, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. You got a revelation? All right, Brendan.
11:8, right?
Yeah.
All right. This is Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets.
No, not that one. Hold on.
Is it 18?
Yeah, I think it's 18. Yeah, 18.
This is Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets.
Right, and this is at the end when, hey, Yahushua said, what? He's coming quickly, and his reward is with him to give every man according to his works. So some people, as his work shall be. So some people gonna get judged, okay, by the painful, wicked judgment, and then there's gonna be some that are gonna get judged, but in the form of a good reward, okay. So like it says, give reward to thy servants, the prophets, because the Lord still hasn't rewarded his servants yet. Hey, Peter asked over 2,000 years ago what they were gonna get, and Yahushua told him, but ain't none of us got it yet. Okay, so we still haven't hit that reward yet. So the Lord is still gonna give us a reward. All right, keep going.
And to the saints that them fear thy name.
And the saints are Israelites. Okay, go ahead.
Small and great. And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
And who are destroying the earth right now? Those that are in power. Job 9:24. All right, and that's Esau, Edom, destroying the earth in every way, shape, or form. Okay, that's why they're talking about going to Mars and all these, trying to find life on Mars and all of that. Why do you think Bill Gates and them want to decrease the population? Okay, because even they know that if it continues this way, it's not going to be inhabitable. All right, you've conditioned these people to become destroyers. And there's a whole bunch of these destroyers who keep reproducing and bringing more destroyers that you can't control. That's a problem for them. You gonna say something?
Hey, the reason why Esau's a devil, man. He's like talking about going to Mars and going to the moon and all this extra stuff. You ain't going nowhere, bro. You stuck right here on Earth. You're gonna get destroyed right here. You're gonna be enslaved right here on Earth. And it's funny too, because if you find a new planet on Earth, on Mars, and life on Mars and all this extra stuff, why are you trying to depopulate the Earth? Right. Why don't you just go over there and repopulate over there? You know, leave everybody here and just go over there and go repopulate. You know, but no, you're not going to do that because it's all false. It's all fake. You know, all these pictures you be bringing out from, we took pictures from Mars and all, bro, it's right here on Earth, bro. Like, you go to the Nevada, the desert, someplace, they take pictures, they be like, oh, look, we got water. Yeah, no, bro, it's right here on Earth. You're not going, CGI and all that madness, bro. Like, stop with that shit, bro. We already know the truth, man. Stop with that. You know, but you got more than that?
You got a precept.
Can't get it, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 2. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord God unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will
judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thy abominations.
Yep, and hey, that applies to Israel, but you can apply it prophetically to Esau. All right, the scriptures talk about the manifold layers of the scriptures. You know, sometimes some of them are like we always go into historically speaking, and sometimes that same scripture can be used prophetically. Okay, so applying that to Esau, guess what? The Lord's going to destroy the four corners of this place, from New York to Cali to the border of Canada to the border of Mexico. This whole North America is going to be completely done away with. All right, and that land of Israel. Okay, bring it out.
Jeremiah 51, verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, says the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain.
And that's talking about what? America. Okay, which is really the whole system of Esau. All right, Esau's power structure, his whole government system. The Most High is going to bring it down, man. He's going to destroy it, because they destroyed the earth. So that's how you know when you go into Revelation 11 and 18, those that destroy the earth are Esau, Edom. Okay, and the Most High is going to bring them down. So that's why we can't do anything of our own power. The only power we've been given is to prophesy. All right, that's our part in order for this whole movie to come to a beautiful conclusion. All right, now the physical destruction is going to come when Yahushua comes down. It's going to start before he gets down, but the ultimate destruction is going to come when he comes down. All right, so it's a matter of patience and endurance, and just doing our part to contribute. All right, in the Lord's plan ultimately. All right, but y'all got any more precepts?
I mean, there's just more, man.
Oh, okay, keep going.
26. And they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for a foundation, but thou shalt be desolate forever.
Right, because the nuclear missiles, you know, it's not like regular fire. Regular fire can burn a building and you still have maybe some bricks left. Yeah, you still have some stubble left, pieces of metal and stuff like that. But the nuclear missiles are gonna take things all the way back. It's gonna denature this place, all right, and break it down to the molecular level, all right. So you're not gonna have any bricks. You're not gonna have anything left of this place, okay? Keep going. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all don't got no more precepts? You got something else?
Nah, man. That's it's pretty much it, man. It's just it's remaining in prophecy, man. Because we're at the end of this thing, man. If Esau's coming out telling you about UFOs, something they've been hiding for all these years, all right, it's at the point where it's like, all right, people know about it. These prophets are out here explaining to the world what these things are. They're not no UFOs. They're actually chariots of Israel and all that, and they're coming down to wage war on our people and our nation and our power. They're gonna come out and try to demonize it now. That's Esau's MO. If I can't control it, then I'm just gonna demonize it so people could just denounce it as truth. So now they're gonna start just watch and wait to see how Esau's gonna start pushing these chariots as these are UFOs that's coming down, and they might have technology that we don't know about, and they might be coming to destroy our people and all this. Esau is into shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna stay on our watch, keep paying attention. There's a lady riding a whole motorcycle. That's crazy. But 11, right?
Yeah, 11.
So we're paying attention to the prophecies. Watching the economy right now. All right, we're watching how World War III is brewing in these different countries, different parts of the world. All right, Russia. Okay, this whole COVID-19 vaccine they said they're gonna bring out, which is all leading to the RFID microchip. You know what I'm saying? So prophecies, like it says in the scriptures, is unfolding left and right, man. And you're gonna have 2/3 of our people who are still gonna be in the sleep state. All right, sedated, heavily sedated. All right, spiritually and physically. All right, sedated, thinking that this place is gonna continue forever because it's their inward thought. All right, but little did you know, that's why it says Yahushua is gonna come as like a thief in the night. Okay, because he's gonna catch you guys off guard, man. But for us over here, we're gonna stay on our watch and keep giving warning to the elect. All right, and that's our job. Okay, so if you ain't got nothing else to say,
that's pretty much it. Just stay in the spirit. All right, keep doing what you gotta do, man, and pray for fewer days, man. All right, but with that, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.